In this video, I'm going to be going over what intra-club sparring looks like after 2 months of Muay Thai training. So I've been doing Muay Thai on and off for maybe 2 years, but I've been properly training for like maybe 2 months. um, so we're just going to be going over some of the rounds. So we went 3 rounds, and if you don't know what intra-club sparring is, it's basically where you spar within your club, right? But they match you up against someone that is your weight or similar to your weight, and you go 60% force. Okay, so that's a bit harder than what you would do normally in sparring, but it's just like a good stepping stone if you ever do want to do like amateur fights for Muay Thai. So we'll just be going over some of the rounds. Here we go. So as we start off, we're taking it slow because we're trying to figure each other out, as you see. One thing you'll notice as well, I drop my hands a lot, as you see. His kicks were quite fast. See that? I laugh a bit because he caught me well. You can hear one of the coaches actually screaming at me to keep my guard up. Even after 2 months, I still drop it. It's not good. Still screaming at me to keep my guard up. And as you see, we're closing in on each other a bit more now, and I tried to knee him there. It doesn't work. I catch him all right there, but he counters very well. Okay, so that's the end of round 1. So, right, now, I think if this was a proper fight, I think it was more favor on his side, all right? I'm not a professional by any means, but I think my opponent, his name is Fion, by the way, but I think he would have won. His shots landed a lot more flush, and he countered very well. I landed a few shots. I think my low kicks were all right, but you could even hear in the background the coach was saying like you should punch first and then throw the kick, because I was sometimes just entering with the punches and then entering with the kicks. I wasn't really combining them. So if you're trying to get better, you really should try to mix things up. Be a bit trickier. Don't be very repetitive. But of course, that comes with time, which is why it's very important to do drills, all right? So I caught him well with the low kick there, and I evaded it. I evaded his counter. But I'm still keeping my hand down, which is not good. Don't ever do that. I'm trying to find the distance with my jab, as you see as well. And yeah, my shin pad just gets out of line. But it's fine. As you see as well, I limp every time he throws a leg kick. Don't do that. When you take a leg kick, still keep your hands up. Otherwise, he could have taken advantage of it, but luckily he didn't in this. I'm trying to knee here, but I couldn't knee. That's the end of round 2. Now, I think it was a bit more even in there. I wish I did a bit better in the clinch, but the way that I was caught up, I was almost too close, so we couldn't really do anything to each other. So it just had to be broken there. Yeah. But we'll look at round 3 now. He's very good at keeping me at distance with his teeps. But I really should have kept on punching regardless. I'm trying to find angles there, as you see, but it doesn't really work too well. Yep, he gets me. He's very fast. If you're ever doing interclub sparring, you'll realize how slow you're actually going before in normal sparring, and it really takes it out of you. It's 1 minute 30 rounds. And that's the end of it. So now that doesn't look too hard, okay? Interclub sparring, it doesn't look like we're hitting hard, and we're not hitting super hard, okay? But after that match, we were exhausted, okay? Even though it was 3 minutes, 1 minute 30 each, okay? It took it out of us in terms of strength and just energy. We were just out of it. We were extremely tired, okay? Now, fighter cardio is so damn important, which is one of the reasons why I've started to go on runs, okay? Now, I hate doing cardio, but I do a lot of walking. And as much as I'd want to count that as cardio, it's not the same when you're in an actual fight, okay? Because Muay Thai and a lot of other combat sports as well, it's a lot like sprint intervals, where it's like short bursts of energy. It's not one long run. Okay, it's just short sprints. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't do long distance runs if you're planning on doing like combat sports. Okay, you should, but it shouldn't be the only thing that you do. So you should also do sprints, okay, because it also replicates the nature of combat sports. Just get your cardio in basically, because during the end of that, I was getting really, really tired. I was becoming much slower. I think Fionn, my opponent, he does a bit of cardio outside of it, so then he was able to keep up his speed throughout the entire thing, whereas I was actually degrading and slowing down. So that definitely gave him an upper edge, and everyone always forgets about cardio, so just make sure to do it. So moral of the story is 2 months of Muay Thai, it can look like this. It can look a lot better, but it can look like this. Okay, remember to keep your hand up, remember to do cardio, and remember to also keep your hand up. Okay, and be tricky with your combos if you can. And that's all I have for today.